welcome to Stereotypical, you guys. I'm here with Tyler and Braden. I am also name's Brandel or Short Requiem. And hello, yeah, if you guys want to say hi, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So to start things off, I think I had a pretty heavier subject last time, and since I'm going first, I figured I should start with a lighter note. However, this is also a topic that pertains to Tyler that he may or may not be disgruntled about. So in the recent game that has come out, it's technically pre-release, if I remember right, for Diablo IV. Tyler, you've been playing a lot of that, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I have words about the game.
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's pretty popular right now. So in the recent Diablo IV update for season 1, it's just been an absolute catastrophe. It went from everything was too easy, everything it's still pretty bland and boring and outright stagnant from what I understand. I've been reading a lot of posts about the Diablo 4. There's a whole Diablo 4 hate page, but I feel like that's a little biased.
I was about to say, most Blizzard games coming out are practically dead on the water right now.
That's what I'm hearing. And so one of the things I found interesting was this Diablo 4 is the worst Diablo game of 1, 2, or 3. I don't know if that is true. How do you feel about
now.
that? Yeah, okay. It is now.
Yeah. Now, after...
No, I would say that the worst one is the mobile game.
Oh,
that's not a Diablo game, you fuck.
There it is.
It's not a Diablo game. It's not real.
So I forgot what I was saying. Tyler. Oh, yeah. So you guys know Wade or Minion777 or whatever, Distractable, YouTube, Twitch, all that fun stuff. He is also a big fan of Diablo. And I'm not just trying to plague some big YouTuber, you know. But the thing is, he really does love these games, and he actually is a big fan of the Diablo mobile game. However, in accordance with everyone else, he hates the microtransactions, and it just ruins anything about the game.
Well, considering the fact for the mobile game, you have to pay like, what was it, $100,000?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's infinite money.
No, it's like to get a legendary character, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like $100,000, right?
Yep, it is. It's ridiculous. Go ahead. You're good.
And then if you do that, you lock yourself out of playing the game because it matches you on like level and lobby.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing though: is that game is also seasonal, so a lot of stuff gets reset. If you aren't the best of the best within the rank of that game, you pretty much get kicked out of whatever guild or top guild that you're wanting to be a part of.
Yep.
Anyway, not to derail too far there from that. So there was a little short version that somebody plugged in that I like to summarize the last season 1 update, and it pretty much comes down to much less XP, made every character more squishy, gave enemies more HP, nerfed the strongest builds without buffing anything else, increased cooldowns across the board, heavily nerfed the weakest class, the sorcerer.
It was so sad.
Then zero quality of life changes, and everything is just stagnant with the enemies. A lot of reskinned NPCs and characters and enemies and all that stuff.
You forgot the funniest one.
Which was the what now?
So they nerfed the sorcerer, right?
Yes.
They, to make up for turning the glass cannon into a glass stick,
Yeah.
Just glass, just shattered glass. They decided that they should give the sorcerer some more evasion. Right?
The teleport bullshit, yeah.
Oh, I see.
They gave the sorcerer a short-range teleport, but the teleported location is random.
Oh
and
my God.
so, with the camera being so zoomed in, and then the animation being shitty and added last minute, the sorcerer's new teleport are giving people like extremely bad motion sickness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I main Sork. I'm a
really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So from day one, I've been playing a sorceress, and it day one, or like I guess pre-launch, like pre-official launch, it was not too bad. End game wasn't great by far at all. I also played as a barbarian. My hardcore barbarian died at like level 50 while I was in that race, and that fucking sucked because of a server lag. So, you know.
Yeah, I saw clips of that too.
Yeah, that sucked ass. I also played Necromancer and Rogue. And Rogue and Necromancer actually got buffed. They were already broken and were one-shotting.
The Necromancer was already missing all of its buttons, right?
Well, yeah, but you don't need the buttons. You need 2 to kill Uber Lilith. You need Bone Spear, and you get your bone piles up. And that's how you can kill Uber Lilith with the Necromancer. You can't use a minions build or really do anything too creative and fun because the developers don't know what the fuck they're doing, in my opinion.
So, okay, it's funny you say that, and not to cut you off. Mind you, I found another post here saying Blizzard knew Season 1 was going to be well hated. And so the biggest problem with this next season update is the ultimate package, or the ultimate version of the game. It says this is a problem specifically people for who purchase the ultimate version of the game. Your default cursor position is placed directly on the icon to redeem the season level skips afforded to you by purchasing the ultimate version of the game. If you select it on accident, which is easy because it places your cursor on it by default, it automatically activates and you can't take it back. There is no redundancy to ask you if you are sure you are just opted in. Blizzard said that those purchased the ultimate would be able to hold on to the booster for future season if we wanted to, but they knew Season 1 was going to be garbage.
Yep. I haven't actually opened up Diablo 4 since Season 1 launched, so I haven't even used it yet. So I'm waiting until the game's good.
Good for you. Man, you got lucky.
I did.
The question needs to be asked then, if they knew it was going to be garbage, then why did they go full send?
I don't know. The end of the post of this by this guy, his name is Salamanders Are Real, by the way. But at the end of this post, it says, who the fuck is still defending these crusty assholes?
Exactly. Well, here's my theory, right? Okay. So the reason why they purposely made the game shitty, the reason why I think they did it, they slowed everything down because they knew they can't do pay to win in this game now because of all the shit that they've gotten. So they're trying to find a sneakier way to do it by getting people to buy into the seasonal battle passes, the seasonal pass, because the only way to make your character good on an Eternal realm right now is to be a part of the season. If you're not a part of the season, your character is going to suck ass and you're going to hate playing the game. Yeah, so they did it on purpose. To make people go on to the season to keep buying the seasons every 3 months, which fucking sucks. I almost want to like try and refund the game, but I played too much. And I'll be very honest, the game was fun at launch. It was so much fun. And then they kept nerfing things. They kept making things slower without making things more interesting. And they made the game boring. So I'm going to go back to playing D2R or Halls of Torment.
Damn, it's coming out hot.
Yeah, so they did the exact same thing with Overwatch because they were were like, hey, we're going to make Overwatch 2. It's going to be amazing. Check out the single player content. Then when they released Overwatch 2, it was just Overwatch 1, right? And they're like, no, don't worry. Single player's coming. That's why it's Overwatch 2. Also, loot boxes, they're gone. Now it's a battle pass. You have to grind for 100 years if you want to unlock everything. But that's fine. The store works, right?
No.
So now they moved Overwatch to the battle pass and then canceled the single player content.
What? Yeah, I heard about that. And now everyone's so pissed off right now.
Yeah, because Overwatch, like, it was super fun when it started, but then it became obvious, like, oh, hey, we're about to hit another scandal. Quick, release an Overwatch character.
Yeah. So that's funny because that's not, I mean, there's a lot of other games that do the same kind of thing. And I know Fortnite is notorious and they have been getting lawsuits. I don't know the specifics about it, but it's the same kind of deal. Kids can just access the menu. And if the parent's card's information is in there, you just click it. It will go through without additional authorization.
Which is dumb. That should be illegal.
Retarded.
It is, I believe in the lawsuit, it was called dark marketing.
Yep. Because then they can claim the money, like they have to pay back as losses, so then they don't have to pay a certain amount in taxes. It's really fucked up. So even if they aren't, even if they refund the money, they're still making money.
Yeah, okay.
And
go ahead.
And with Fortnite and all the other games, the extra scummy thing is you don't buy the items in game, you pay for in-game currency. So if you go for a refund, they go, well, the purchase was for this currency that was already spent.
Yeah. So it's a lot of roundabout stuff just to get you to pay for it and not give you your money back when obviously deemed necessary. Okay, I guess to maybe wrap up some of the stuff here because we covered a lot of that. If I can find it. Oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to cover. So Michaela is part of a Discord group and a Discord server for Minecraft. And yeah, so she has a lot of fun with that. However, one of the people that are on the SMP server actually works with Diablo 4.
Oh my god.
Yes. So this is what spurred the whole thing because she happened to mention it in passing and I was like, that's immediately what I'm going to talk about. And then my first reaction as soon as she told me was fix your fucking game. She goes, it's not my department, but I've been hearing everything about it. I was like, oh, okay. Is that how it goes?
You should find out. You should find out if the person knows the numbers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that?
No, I don't. Elaborate.
So
here.
Blizzard came out and was like, okay, so we have a system in place and it's basically like kind of like a pie chart, right?
Okay.
And on that pie chart, it has body type, race, intelligence, age, and gender identity.
Oh
right?
My God. Okay.
And each one of those is put to a number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because you are a male, you get 1 point.
I see.
If you were a female, you would get, I believe it is 5 points. If you are transgender, non-binary, you would get 7. And if you just don't have a gender, you get the full 10 points.
Oh, it's
So
out of 10?
yeah. It was Blizzard saying that they had made a system to ensure their characters. They said it was to ensure their characters weren't stereotypical, but everyone saw that and went, oh, you just are, hey, I want a character with this amount of points, plug it into the calculator. And so that way we could have marketable characters.
Oh my God. That's wow. Okay.
We need the full numbers for everything because we can figure some of them out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We can figure some of them out, but we've been looking for like the hard numbers to find out who is quantified.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Diablo 4, you make your own characters, so I imagine they're scoring like out of 100 basically, because they can be whatever you want them to be.
In theory, right?
Yeah.
In theory. Oh my Lord. It's just like one catastrophe after another. I feel like a lot of the games this year have just been stagnant.
See, okay, actually, you know what? This is gonna be a great segue for my topic. Okay. My topic of discussion is innovation in the game industry is completely dead. And here's why.
Okay.
So, I love it. I disagree.
No, trust me, Brayden, it's dead because everything is derivative of each other. Yeah. And back when, like Super Mario, when Pac-Man, when the first Diablo was made, the reason why those games were so interesting and innovative is because there were no education classes to make those type of games. They didn't have to go to school or anything. They just made a game that they wanted to make because they thought it was going to be fun. But now, ever since like really Gen X and like millennials, like our generation and Gen Z have gone into school, there is essentially a system and you get ranked on how good your game is. You get told like, hey, this is either too creative, not creative enough, this is not fun, this is not fun, this is not fun. And they're not allowed to think outside the box. So everyone gets put into a box. And that's what the education system does. It makes you rigid. It makes you conform to everyone else's standards, which is good for business. And businesses are the ones killing innovation in the industry because they cannot afford to take risks. They have a baseline that they need to meet. And if the game is too high of a risk, they're not going to take that chance. If they know, hey, X game made X million dollars of a year, we're going to essentially copy paste, update the graphics, update, whatever, and make the game. We're going to release it. It's going to be bad. We're going to add a battle pass now because that's what's going to make us money in the long run. We're going to get, 20 to 30% increase in profit margins. And that is why innovation is dead. Now, there are smaller studios that do it, but the majority of games that come out are AAA titles from AAA studios.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's crazy how that works, right?
Yep.
A lot of it is that they have to make a vertical slice to appeal to the producers if they want the funding, because what they're requiring requires a larger staff and they need to get the money to pay that staff to make their games. Yes. Mm-hmm. So the producers, they want to slap their name on everything. And then got directors and you got things like that. When you say like innovation is dead in certain studios and production companies, I absolutely agree. EA, Activision, and Blizzard is heading that way on a bullet train, right?
Oh, they're there. They're at the station.
The bullet train is heading for a brick wall, and every day we just get closer.
Yeah.
I feel like it's us as a society as a whole anyway. But yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Where I have to disagree with you is when you say it's dead, right? Because you do have some larger studios who have been more willing to try new things in the present than they have in the past. And that's not even like saying anything about indie devs right now.
Are you talking about Nintendo? Nintendo's the only one that really takes any sort of slight risk, but they still have their IPs to back themselves up. So
that's the only thing that keeps them alive.
Nintendo, it's their IP. Yeah, but people like that IP. Just because they're using that IP doesn't mean that they're not being innovative. And then I haven't played any Nintendo games recently, but one of the studios that I'm talking about right now is Capcom.
Oh, so what about them?
So ever since they went and created the RE engine, they have been putting out plenty of. Not everything has been a hit.
No, I see.
Right, like absolutely, but it's obvious that Capcom is more eager to try things out. Like a couple days ago, they released a game called Exoprimal. And while the correct opinion is if you're going to make a dinosaur game, Capcom, why didn't you make a new Dino Crisis? Bucks.
Man.
But it was new, like dinosaurs, modern day time travel, to shoot them all, you know.
Sounds like
and then
it's like Turok.
And then
yes,
I think Resident Evil, but dinosaurs. Dino Crisis.
Yeah, like Turok, the one from Nintendo, like the
the 64.
Yeah, on the 64. Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't think anyone else knew that game.
Dude, I played the shit out of that game.
Technical, Turok is rareware.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is it really? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, Rare made it, but yeah, again, it was on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, they did one for GameCube, Turok Evolution. That one sucked. The one on the 64, nostalgia. Right?
Well, other studios, because like if one studio is doing it, I don't think that speaks for the industry. But when I'm talking about for the industry, I'm saying the majority, at least 90% of game studios aren't innovative anymore.
No, because they're too scared to either try it or there's gonna. I mean, back to Diablo IV. Look at that massacre. I mean, Blizzard. It almost seems like it's blatantly they just don't care. You know, which has probably been prevalent for a very long time.
Yeah,
they hate money.
Exactly.
But you could easily say that 90% of studios working under a publisher, you could say that the innovation is dead, as you say. But if we're talking just quantity of studios, that's discounting Toby Fox, who made Undertale. That's discounting the developers behind Celeste.
Oh, that's true.
What I can't remember the names if I'm struggling with it, but there's a producer that makes a lot of smaller games, and all of them are really unique. They published Inscription. I can't remember. They've been coming out with Western games recently, and I'm just I always struggle to remember the name.
That's all right.
They made Inscription, which was a trip. They had one where it was poker, but the goal is to cheat at poker.
Mm-hmm.
Let me Google the name. Distract everyone for a little bit.
I can continue on my rant because
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I kind of get that with like indie developers, sure, but even they still follow a formula to a point, right? Like this game is going to be X thing with X twist on it, essentially. Which I feel like the last games to truly be innovative and to change the genre they're in. Okay, the most recent example of it would probably be Tears of the Kingdom, but even that wasn't all that innovative. They added a few new things, but they essentially just redid Breath of the Wild. So technically, Breath of the Wild was innovative for its IP, but it was not innovative because Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, all these other MMOs essentially have been doing that for a long time, but they put into a single player format.
Right.
All we do now to innovate is we take X thing that we know is successful, we know that works, and we add X twist. Every game has like a stealth mechanic. Every game has, or like a stealth play style. They have a first-person shooter play style. They have like a, roll them up, beat them up play style.
You will not take away my stealth play.
It's not innovative.
You can take a lot away from me, but you will not take away my stealth.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. Some of it's bad.
Okay,
some of it's good.
The name of the publisher, by the way.
Okay, what's the name?
Devolver.
Okay.
Devolver.
All right.
Okay.
So they published Cult of the Lamb, which I know you have played plenty, Tyler.
Me too.
I do like Cult of the Lamb, yeah.
I love that game.
Inscription, Weird West, Enter the Gungeon, Hotline Miami.
That was a good one.
Oh my god.
Grease, Katana Zero.
I know that one.
Card Shark, Fall Guys, Broforce, with my friend Pedro.
Yeah, I know that one.
Serious Sam, Ape Out, like.
Okay, I knew like 90% of those.
Yeah,
exactly. Like,
but I had no idea it was by that guy.
That was the publisher.
Oh,
so they didn't make the games; they just funded them. Basically.
Gotcha.
Okay. So they're the ones who are funding those studios.
So your three examples where I would disagree would be Nintendo, Capcom, and I know you guys are probably sick of me not being able to shut up about it, but Street Fighter 6.
Oh, Street Fighter. No, it's not innovative. We play tested that. It was the same play style to win. You jump up and you quarter circle down, Brayden. That's all you have to do in all of those games. It's a fighting game. That's not innovative.
You would love fucking dive kick. But hey, you and I have been playing fighting games for years and years and years, ever since we were kids walking in with the roll of stolen quarters from our parents' drawers and shit like that. But a lot of people don't know how to play fighting games or are new to them. So Capcom makes multiple control styles that are beginner friendly.
That's true. But the thing is with Street Fighter, and a lot of other fighting games, they're very similar premises when it comes to fighting and the fighting style. There's very unique situations, but I feel like it falls under a category I like to call it's like the Michael Bay movies of the Transformers. You don't play them because they're high quality. You play them because, besides graphics and controls and functionality aside, just as a fundamental principle, you play it because you enjoy it. You enjoy the fighting. Yeah. You enjoy fucking around with friends and computers and other people online.
Yeah.
It's why. You also, if we want to talk about technology innovation,
I'm not talking about technology.
I was about to say, when you're talking about online and fighting games, Brandel, just roll back netcode.
Netcode?
All right.
What's netcode?
Yeah. So fighting games used to be on something called delay-based netcode, right? Because all your inputs have to be precisely read in order for it to be fair. So they were going, we have to figure out why with people with bad internet if they're able to play. So what if we just delay it by a few frames?
Oh, God.
So that's why a lot of fighting games in the past, when you would play them online, they would suck as soon as you connected to the internet, because now you have insane input lag. Tyler, Dragon Ball Fighter Z was a big example. Virtual Fighter, dead on arrival because of the net code. Tekken 7, Samurai Showdown, like those games are dead on the water because the net code was bad and they were awful. Brandle,
yes.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, okay, you got me there.
Right, but one guy was like, "Hey, what if I just made something called rollback, which predicts what the other player is going to do?"
That's possible?
Yeah.
That is why Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, a lot of things now run excellently online. That was an innovation, right?
Yeah.
And they can do it. It can do it fast enough. So the way it works is, you input something, and the computer can essentially, receive that fast enough that before you, because like let's say you're going quarter circle and you're going for like a Hadouken, right? It can register that and get it to the other side before your Hadouken actually even goes off.
Whoa. Yep. But that's like predicting lag. That's crazy.
And the accuracy is insane, right?
Do they do the same thing for like Fortnite or PUBG or that kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? Or something similar?
No, because I think it's a static connection.
I see.
Yeah, if you're playing a shooter like that, you don't need to be frame perfect like you do in a fighting game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's sitting there, two people on a screen, 2D or 3D space, and it's got to calculate for that.
Yeah.
But like the new control schemes in Street Fighter, I would say are a good innovation. And then innovation could also be like bad implementations, right? Guilty Gear Strive. One of my favorite recent fighting games that's come out besides Street Fighter 6. I love that game. The lobby system, the way that they do it, they tried something new, and I hate it so much I don't play that game anymore.
No. Yeah, I don't blame you though.
Right.
So I guess then, what all would you guys consider to be innovative? Like for me, what I consider to be innovative is where they're able to essentially take a concept that either hasn't been tried or tested yet, like really in like a wide scale. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is innovative in the same way that the original Baldur's Gates were, because it essentially is taking D&D into the next level with video games, right? And Larian Studios is doing a great job with it. The system is amazing. I've been playing the shit out of that, and I've loved it.
Fuck a bear.
You can fuck a bear, and that's amazing.
That sounds lovely.
You can customize your genitals.
You can.
So that's
you can play murder hobo.
You can play hero, you can play demon, you can do whatever you. It's like you actually get to play D&D, and you don't need like a group of 6 people to join you every other week, and some of them miss out every now and then. Brayden.
So this is where I catered, trying to answer your question, this is where I cater to your side, I think, Tyler, more, because recently I really haven't been playing a whole lot of games, or at least nothing new or exciting, and a lot of the same games that I usually do play, I don't play for very long, and it falls in line with what you were saying earlier. With innovation is dying, and it's hard to want to play it or keep playing it.
Well, because it's boring.
Yeah,
it doesn't pull you. You played the same game already for like 20 years.
Yeah, exactly, and it just.
I like how close you were to my ear right there.
Very bland. Sorry.
But like,
I don't know how to express it.
If you enjoy it, like if you're having fun, does it need to be quote unquote innovative?
I think so. Because why not just play the game that you enjoyed the most first? And get mods to improve the graphics.
That's what a lot of people choose to do.
Well, then, I don't know. Then there comes a lot of free reign with other stuff that people or the company that they don't want other people using or modding the game because they might think it ruins the game or whatever. And that's a whole different thing.
It ruins their future games because they can't resell it again later.
Yes, that's true.
That's the guy who has bought Skyrim how many times?
3 times.
Oh,
Shut up.
I have bought it 3 times too, actually. One for the Switch, one for my PC, and then I have a Xbox 360 version too.
It's because my old console kept, like, my Xbox 360 went away, and then I got an Xbox. Is it not one? The one after the 360, and then I got the Xbox One, and so I didn't have the Skyrim on there, so I just got the new whatever, and I got it for like $5. So like I bought it for like $5 each time, man. It's not that bad. I'm not like dropping
Sounds
60.
like cope.
$5.
Sounds like cope.
You wouldn't want to know what I would spend if they would remake Morrowind, like updated and everything. I would spend like a couple $100. So
They did. Don't
like
let them hear that.
Yeah, because now they're gonna catch wind on this small ass podcast we got going.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't give Bethesda any ideas, okay?
We don't need to. They're already selling themselves.
They will shit that out in a week, and that is going to be the buggiest goddamn thing you have ever spent hundreds of dollars on.
But if I get to be my dark elf, racist ass, Nerevarine, and I got to call people noirs.
I would play it too, to be honest with you. I'm on Tyler on that.
So Tyler's like, it has to be innovative for it to be enjoyable. And he's like, no, I just want to play the exact same thing that I've been playing since you were a kid.
Well, that's because like nothing else has been better or more innovative. The only thing that really beats Morrowind right now for me is Baldur's Gate 3. And so I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3 until something more innovative and, something that doesn't bore me comes out.
And that sounds solid,
I think execution is more important than innovation.
Yes. But because here's the thing. It depends on what kind of game you're going to go for. If you are going to go for an innovative game, you're probably going to have to go from the ground up from something completely new. Mm-hmm. And that's probably going to cost a lot of lashback. You're probably going to get made fun of, or people are going to think this isn't going to work. But if you want to do that, you're going to have to make sure you're going to be able to put all that effort into it, regardless of like money that could be attached or money that you are going to need to spend for X game.
Yeah.
But if you were going for the opposite end and you're trying to go for more money and profit, just be Nintendo. Because
or start a battle pass.
Yeah, that too. I don't know. It's such a fine line, right?
Battle passes are so bad that even PoE has a battle pass now, and it's I hate it so much.
Oh, yeah, that sounds atrocious. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
The PoE's barrier to entry is like almost impossible to get in unless you have like a physics degree.
I see.
My thing with the battle pass is like I just want the one or two things. I don't want to grind this shit out. Just let me buy the one or two things.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Because Smite did that pretty good for a while.
I miss Smite. Why don't we play Smite more?
I want to, but funny you say that. I've been playing Predecessor, if you guys know what that is.
No.
I do not.
One of the guys, one of the 3 companies that now own the original rights to Paragon, if you remember that game.
I don't remember that one.
It's a third-person MOBA that was on Xbox, one of the first ones.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yes. And then it died. And I hopped on the train a few months before the servers went down. And it got sold to 3 different companies, and Predecessor is one of them. And it's the one that's closest to the original of Paragon. Granted, the other 2 are pretty much the same, but it's just some other niche stuff, you know. But the Predecessor is about the closest to it, and they're doing okay. They're still having a hard time with popularity, and I'm realizing the other 2 are falling into the same trap, and so was the one that I like playing, Predecessor. It's very stagnant. It's very boring. Matches are 45 minutes long, and if one thing fucks up towards mid-match or late game, it doesn't matter what you do.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. But it's fun. I mean, it's not as exciting as Smite. Smite has so many visual things that are just, and so many gods to play. It's ridiculous.
They do have a lot of interesting play styles too, to be honest. Like they figured out how to make a mix between a mid and what's it? The defense or the tank. Yeah. They had like a mid tank for a while, and that was nuts.
Mind you,
because they let the players innovate.
That's true.
But Predecessor, you have to pay $10 for the Predecessor game. But if y'all ever want to do Smite or Predecessor, we'd hit me up and play again like the old days.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Predecessor.
Back when you 2 lived at my house, and we would just gorge on like $100 worth of dominoes in one sitting.
That was a good old days. And then I would buy my lava cakes, and those were the
oh my god. Dude, I remember shitting my brains out over there.
Dude.
You used to do that a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's true too. And you was always in his bathroom.
Oh, dang. Go to mid lane.
Oh my god.
It was like every couple of times we'd go out to eat. Walking back home, Tyler, I'm gonna shit myself.
Yep. We always ended up back at your place, Brayden.
That's true.
Yeah, because my place was close by.
Yeah. It was central. Oh, good old times. Well, I mean, I don't know. Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about, we can move on to the next topic.
Well, I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I pretty much scraped the bottom of the barrel of what I have written here.
We always scrape the bottom of the barrel.
The barrel wasn't really full to begin with, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
You had like 2 tiddlywinks in there.
It was already at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I had a spoon and I was just scraping the stains off the barrel, you know.
You were trying to
get some of the juice.
Devil's cut. Trying to get that devil's cut. We're squeezing the bottom barrel to try to force out the last couple of drops.
Get the fuck out of here!
I want it. All right, boys.
Okay, what you got, Braden?
So this is going to require a little bit of an introduction.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
He has broken Usain Bolt's 100 record. He has unlocked Savant's true athletic potential. but the world is dreadful. The Olympics hate him. He has been vilified. He will be vindicated. Come watch him compete at the 2024 Enhanced Game. So, there is an Australian man
Okay.
who was on the Australian Olympic Committee.
Like one of the guys
And-
running the medals, or he worked for the committee?
He was the chief executive, or no, I was wrong. I need to fact check myself, right? So that guy responded to it, right?
Oh, okay. I see.
All right, but there's a man named Aaron D. Souza, right?
Yeah.
And in a protest for the Olympic Games, he wants to find out how high humans can jump. So the enhanced games are basically a Olympic protest where doping is not only allowed, it is actively encouraged.
Mm.
Right?
So really push to the limit then.
The limit. So on their website, enhance.org, on event planning,
Oh no.
it says, we have selected 5 core categories of sports: athletics, aquatics, gymnastics, strength, and combat. Combat sports.
What's considered combat sports?
MMA, judo, karate.
Oh, I'm big dumb. I was trying to think of something a lot more physical. Like
What's more
gladiator.
physical than that? Yeah, I was gonna say, bring on the gladiator. I want the blood sports.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
That'd be so fun.
But this is another interesting part. Whilst medals will be awarded to the best enhanced athletes in each event, the ultimate monetary award will go to the peerless athletes who set new world records, thereby pushing the perceived limit of what we believe is possible.
Man,
that's actually so interesting.
I would watch that.
So the person who sets the new world record is rewarded money-wise. Meaning, if it is great enough, people will be doping themselves past any reason. Right?
It's true. It's so true.
Imagine Michael Phelps, but he's jacked as shit, and roid rage is propelling him through the water the speed of a boat.
My God. My God. That would be beautiful to watch.
I would pay money for that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I actually think that makes the game more interesting.
Yeah.
That's innovative.
That's innovation, right? On their website, there is a tagline that says, "Embrace capitalism."
Oh no, bro.
We reject the kleptocracy of so-called not-for-profit sports federations. Unlike the Olympics, which is technically a non-profit organization, the Enhanced Games is a privately funded for-profit organization. This means that whilst the Olympics leeches off taxpayer funding, Enhance is able to raise private capital to pay its athletes and finance the organization of the game.
Oh no.
Backed by private investors, Enhanced will be able to self-fund the running of the games and highlight the inherent wastefulness of the Olympic movement.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
You know what this is sounding like?
What?
Squid Game.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a little, but at least it's like less underground, I guess.
Like, I'm all for eat the rich. But if the rich are able to do something that I want to watch, something that I have been asking for.
So, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I like to imagine in this scenario, if they're the ones funding it, any rich person, whoever corporation, I'd like to think it's other friends and family members who are going to be involved in the games. just because they'd be so what's it called, ignorant and just not aware of what could happen. They're just throwing money around, and this sounds like a fun idea.
It's like the uncle juicing up his nephew for football practice.
Yep. Oh my god.
But on a Olympic-sized event.
I want to watch this go down. I'm a little scared of the implications that I'll have for the sporting world as a whole, because if
who gives a shit?
My bad. If you listen to sports or go, what is it fucking called? Oh my god! It's called
Go.
Go, my favorite sports team. That's what it is. With Markiplier and Tyler. Not you, Tyler. I wish.
Yeah, different Tyler. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, right?
They actually talk about this in a similar fashion, but Mark does it in a joking manner in a similar thing. I think I actually talked about this in the last episode, but
you guys think I have been joking about this?
So the point I wanted to bring up was, I think in a weird scenario, if they actually did this in a more legal way, or less shitty way, I should say, it might help sustain the original like NFL or other basketball and other sports that inherently have drug use for steroids and all that kind of stuff, you know, and might help alleviate some of that pressure. And the people who want to do that thing, obviously, and within reason, probably not as high dosage and serious death causing stuff that this sounds like is trying to be, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's my only concern.
Tagline, their marketing talks a lot about how it's to protest the Olympics because science allows the human body to perform on a level
it's definitely
higher than what is natural. So they're saying it is a protest and an example.
So if I get robot arms and I lift
exactly
like 1 million tons.
Oh God!
Should that be allowed? Because that's I'm enhanced. I'm enhanced with robotics.
There are prosthetic legs, and because of physics and rebound, are more efficient.
Yep.
And faster than a normal person's legs.
And then imagine being the person who gets mad at that person for having amputated legs, but has an actual advantage within the race.
I want you to imagine the person with those awesome legs taking steroids.
Holy shit.
I see.
I get what you're saying now. They would blast through. Oh my God. They're like, it'd be fast. Like it'd be animal level fast. Like
it'd be like cheetah fast. But now imagine like MMA boxers taking steroids and put in the same scenario they normally are. And
they just kill each other.
Exactly.
Getting closer to bringing back gladitorial combat.
That's what I want.
Each punch will land with the force of a bullet.
My God. That would be so crazy.
It would. It'd be violent too, like horrendously violent.
I just want to see the waivers that the people competing have to see.
My God. Because I don't know. Like, here's the thing. With gladiatorial combat, it's viewed as like a human rights issue, right? Because you're essentially pitting people against each other in a fight to the death. And human life gets wasted. And so I don't know.
It's hard to.
It'd be so fucking cool.
It would be, but exactly. I feel like if the scenario was brought upon us to be, say, like not front row seat, but I wouldn't want to be front row seat to go and watch this event. I feel like I'd walk
the blood
away
splash zone.
Yeah, I feel like I'd walk
I was just about to say, like front seat. That's the splash zone, brother.
I feel like I would be walk away traumatized.
You could have some brain on you. A little bit of goo.
Yeah, I would probably gag and just hurl. I'd walk in with a fucking wondrous smile on my face and be like, this is going to be fucking sick. And then we see both of the fighters in the corner or octagon tweak it, and they're ready to kill each other.
Twitching a little bit like, I'm ready to go.
Like, it's like catching a foul ball at a baseball game, except you're catching a human head.
Or like an eyeball.
Oh, no. Oh my God.
He just won the first place medal. Oh, he's throwing up his organs. Oh, his heart's in the stand.
He's still fighting.
My God.
Place your bets now. Second half of the match. Oh, within 10 minutes, probably. Not even like an hour long.
Oh, that would be so cool. But oh man,
yeah, I'm highly conflicted.
I'm conflicted too. I don't know if I can watch.
I'm not. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I'm all for this.
We do it to prisoners. Like make rapists fight each other to the death.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
make it more morally right.
See, that's entertainment. Because like I don't know how I would feel if it was just like a regular person, you know, like they hadn't done anything wrong. They just like trained their whole life, and I just watched them die. I'd probably be like, oh, that's kind of sad.
But Tyler, you're not watching them die. You are watching them live.
True, for eternity, right?
True.
Eternity!
And a lot of them are probably druggies within the prison anyway, and so they might be going out happy, you know?
It's true.
I ride eternal, shiny, and chrome.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You're talking about the guy that spray paints his face?
Yeah.
Right.
Witness me!
The gates of Valhalla open unto me at the 2024 Enhanced Games.
All right, is this your announcement that you're competing?
You want to audition be one of the first?
Yeah, no, my cycle hasn't. I'm not. I'm out of practice.
You can get back into it, right? Just kind of swing into things.
Brayden, if YouTubers can do it within a year, I think you can do it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Nah, we just need to. We just need to get me on Creator Clash.
That's the goal of this podcast. We'll get so popular, and then we'll post everything to YouTube that we can send Brayden to Creator Clash for us.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and then I could like punch Ray William Johnson in the mouth.
Imagine if that's who it would be.
I'm playing the fucking long con over here, right? Because I'm short as hell. What other YouTubers are short as hell that would be in the same weight classes?
Markiplier.
Moist Critical.
No, I would never. Never.
I know you. Yeah. Well, no, IDubbbz is like 6. Isn't he like 6'0" or like 6'1"?
Well, how tall are you, Brayden?
I'm like 7.
5'7".
Oh, I thought you said 7. Started with 7. I was like, no.
I'm like 7'2". My dick is like 18 inches long.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, no, hold on. I've known you my whole life here.
Just really fucks the cradle. His like whole world is upside down.
People would be like, if you could give up an inch of height for an inch of dick, would you do it? And then I'd be like, can I just make my dick bigger?
I'm gonna go like knee heights.
Most of your blood circulates through your penis.
Walking around like 2 feet tall, like, yo.
You got a boner, you're 5 feet though.
You got it fucking bigger than a horse.
Just sprint full on at someone.
All right. How about this? You lose a foot of height, but you become a master in one skill of your choice. Like immediately.
So
are you willing to lose a foot?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Brayden, give me a reason why.
J.R.R. Tolkien once wrote, it's about the journey, not the destination.
Okay. Well, but that skill can be part of your journey.
And you both are taller than me. I have a lot more to lose.
Yeah,
you guys are already married. You guys have kids. I need what I got.
Okay, get married first, and we'll come back to the question.
Yeah.
Talk to me in 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say yes, though, for the simple fact of the mind-rotting problems that come with ADHD and depression and all other stuff that you could name, and disabilities or whatever.
I take my Adderall with an energy drink.
Yeah, I like that. That's actually not a bad idea. Well,
it's actually not good for you, boy.
Not at all.
I do know that part, but like in a sense of calming your ADHD. Yeah, but anyway. What was the yes part of this? I'm sorry, I totally.
So master any skill, but you're losing a foot of height.
So I would do this for the simple fact of I'm gonna place it under like being the best streamer as a skill set on its own. So if we use that as an example, because I just was trying to think of something that would fit in line with me. But if we do that, I would go back down to like knee height like I was before, and I'm just going to be higher than any other one that could exist and continuously grow. But in turn, I also feel like I would learn a lot more along the way and have the opportunity to help others.
And also, like, consider, like, if you were a foot shorter, you'd weigh a lot less. So imagine how hard that bong rip would hit you.
That's very true. Okay, I'm doing it for that.
If I do it and I give up a foot of my height, could the skill I master be to growing taller?
Wait,
you can master bioengineering.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I specifically the skill I want to master is growing taller.
Fuck everyone else. Just have me grow taller again. Okay,
right.
you can do it, but the increase of height is actually proportional to when you go taller. It's only a millimeter higher. So, because I'm assuming you're wanting to grow taller in general, but I'm going to make it very, very painful to get there.
Yeah. So like you would not reach the height that, at least you won't get back to your same height until like 10 years. Right. And then another 10 years goes by and you get, maybe another foot.
This could be like a seasonal event for Braden to do.
Yeah.
Like how seagulls and birds fly west for the winter or whatever.
Yeah, but every couple of years, I'd be able to give up another foot of height.
Every 10 years, you get a different skill.
You can have it, Brandon.
It's like going up to a genie and wishing for more wishes, okay?
You can have this. It's all yours, man.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Damn right. It's all
Every
mine.
decade, you get another wish.
Yeah, fucking right.
I guess like 10 years is about what it takes to become a master, like in really any skill, right? Because the amount of hours you have to spend. Yeah, so like you could like essentially just double master. So you master one skill for 10 years and then you get your free skill. It's like min-maxing in games.
Everybody's playing IRL. IRL. What the fuck is that game called? That MMO, not MMO. Well, it's an MMO. The RuneScape. I got there.
Yeah.
Figured it out. It's like RuneScape. So to get to level 99, you have to max out actually being 99 in your years to life. So how tall would you be then? How tall would you max out before you die?
Dude.
10? Is that what you said?
What's the point of dying a millionaire?
That's fair, actually.
Yeah.
When I die, I want to die.
Fair. Very fair.
The week before my death.
As short as possible. Just like minuscule size.
Hey,
my coffin will be the cheapest thing in the world.
Well, do we even need a coffin? We just drop you like into the dirt and like no one.
Yeah.
You would fall through the dirt
because you'd be so tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the last skill I master before I die is the ability to grow like a tree and come back from death.
You restart.
I was gonna make the joke that you still die, but even though you're really tiny now, your body is still alive and is affected by whatever ability this is or power. And so when your dead body goes into effect to grow taller, it grows fucking massive, and it's just a giant corpse in the middle of a city or whatever.
Oh, have I ever told you guys how I want to be buried, and like with Maddie and stuff?
No.
So this is gonna be a little morbid, but when I eventually do pass on, I want I'm planning on having a mausoleum for my family. Like I'm gonna build one out, and I want there to be a tree like growing out from the mausoleum. So the mausoleum, you go underground for the mausoleum, and in there's going to be like this base of a tree, and the roots are going to be feasting off our corpses essentially. So we do become part of the tree. So it's just kind of funny that you said that, Braden, because I was like, that's like how I want.
Actually.
Tyler, no matter how many nutrients that tree can get from you, you're still not going to be able to make Norse mythology a real thing.
You don't know that.
When time will tell.
No, but like I think it'd be kind of cool.
Man's over here trying to feed the world tree with his corpse.
No, but then like think like our great grandkids could like swing on our branches above the mausoleum, and like they're kind of like swinging on great grandpa's arm or great grandpa's arm.
I like your idea, but I would rather take it in this scenario of like the future technology, like the tree pods that they do, where somebody dies and then they're cremated and put into trees for soil across the planet.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of like that. That'd be the idea, essentially.
But you want your grandkids swinging from grandpappy's tree.
Yeah.
And they will finally be able to taste your nuts.
Oh my God.
And then to close out then, you two. To close out with a question then.
Okay.
What tree? What kind of tree?
Oh, what kind of tree?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I was expecting something. Okay, I see. So you go first, Tyler.
Oh, I was gonna either do a redwood or an oak. Just probably like an oak tree. Just because it's a little stronger, a little sturdier. It's a little. I don't have to worry about it. Breaking shit.
Good old reliable is what you are.
And then if Tyler starts the quoting cartoons, does that mean Brandel wants to be a Christmas tree?
Sure. My actual answer was going to be cherry wood in honor of the new Minecraft update. Actually,
I was about to say, like, as a professional woodworker, fuck you.
But if we're talking actual, I was probably going to say what Tyler was too, or maybe dark oak. I like that one.
I fucking hate working with cherry. I hate cherry so much.
It's so pretty, Brayden.
It is.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, but it's soft as shit. It's open grain.
Yeah.
Like, it looks great, but doing anything with it is a biggest pain in my ass.
Yeah.
I would put up with it if I made cherry wood stuff. That's just me though.
I showed you the charcuterie board.
I did.
Right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's fucking beautiful.
Fuck the cherry tree.
What would yours be then?
Gotta go with the classics. Walnut.
Walnut. That's a very pretty one, though. That's a good one.
Because I won't be pasty white.
They should be brown in a different life.
Finally. All right. Well, it's been over an hour, so I think we're ready to call it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who wants to wrap it up?
I guess I can.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. After those enlightening questions, I'm answered some unanswered. Thank you for listening to Stereotypical. Goodbye. Fuckers.
Bye. Thanks for being here.